Sometimes the girls' bike club makes me sad.
Me too. The other day I was thinking about Hasselhoff tooling up to the front door of rehab and, locking up his bike and sadly patting the seat and telling it he'd see it in 6 months and going inside.
That's what I mean. As the door closes behind him, it starts to rain on the bike.
Yeah.
Poor Hasselhoff. 6 months is a really long time.
I know. I get the feeling there's something about that situation that we aren't being told.
Well, it's not his first time in rehab.
Or maybe he just wanted to get away from Feldman for 6 months. Feldman and Jim Morrison.
Hell, I'd go to rehab to get away from Jim Morrison, and I don't even drink.
Word. Shut up, Jim Morrison.
Well, seriously.
No, seriously.
No, seriously. Do you know how much I hate that "Oh Show Me the Way to the Next Whiskey Bar" song?
Dude, don't get me started. First of all, like you don't know where the next whiskey bar is, Jim. You know exactly where it is. Not that they have any whiskey left since the last time you graced it with your loutish presence.
Exactly. And second of all, if I want a little polka with my rock and roll, I will ask for it, so lose the accordion.
And that cheesy girly belt.
Oh god, the belt. Shut up, belt.
And shut up poem Jim Morrison probably wrote about the belt.
And shut up every other poem Jim Morrison wrote.
Shut up everything Jim Morrison wrote, including shopping lists.
Oh, please. Like he ever wrote a shopping list.
Oh, he did. It didn't have anything on it but booze and books about Native American culture, but still.
I hesitate to say this because it isn't very politically correct, but...
Are you about to tell Native American culture to shut up?
Maybe.
Well, if you aren't going to, I will, because there is just no excuse for encouraging Jim Morrison.
I agree. And on that same tip, shut up, Oedipus.
Oh, how I hate that song. Father, I want to kill you. Nobody cares, Jim Morrison. Get therapy and shut up.
Even his parents don't care.
No, they really don't. Mother, I want to... That's nice, dear. Now keep it down. My stories are on.
The blue bus is calling us. Well, it can call back during a commercial.
Shut up, Blue Bus. And what kind of phoned-in rhyme scheme is that shit anyway?
Dude, the West is the best.
Ride the snake to the ancient lake, and that blithering about going down the hall to see his sister? He's not even trying, he's just rambling. My brother wrote better songs than that when he was 4.
And ooh, ride the snake. It's so sexual and blah blah. We get it, Jim Morrison.
And could he rhyme pain and insane a few more times? I mean, really.
He's just such a giant cheese log with nuts. I want to hear the scream of the butterfly. What does that even mean?
And the butterfly is only screaming because your writing is so goddamn bad anyway. If you put your ear right up next to the butterfly...
Shut up, Jim Morrison, and stop telling your mom you want to fuck her. It's annoying!
And what's that other song I hate?
The one where Jim Morrison is singing?
No, seriously. Ray Manzarek is plonking away in the beginning, and then...
Oh, that narrows it down. Not. Shut up, Ray Manzarek.
There's something about his brain screaming out this song.
Ew. Hello, I love you.
Yes. Ugh. Hate.
Love Street is worse than that one.
Light My Fire is worse than all of the others because it just will not go away. I mean, speaking of shut up Ray Manzarek, do we need 5 full minutes of Casio noodling? No. No, we don't.
Well, and Wallow in the Mire? Are they at a pig farm?
He probably just ran through the alphabet and kept yelling words out, and John Densmore had to be like, no. No. No.
I'll grip you like a pair of pliers. No, Jim.
My hug is round like a tire. No, Jim.
I'm interested in Yeats's Geyer. No, Jim.
Something, wire. No, Jim.
Poor John Densmore.
Whatever, he could have left.
Well, and done what? Formed John Densmore and the Denstones?
Yeah, why not? I mean, they all hated Jim Morrison, and he would pee on their couches, but they'd just be like, well, I guess we have to put up with it, because he's the hot one.
Well, that's another thing. He's not that hot.
Really?
I mean, he's not ugly, but he's not that hot. He's not hot enough to be peeing on furniture.
Nobody's hot enough to be peeing
Jude Law. Jude Law's hot enough.
Fair enough.
But Jim Morrison is not Jude Law.
No, he isn't.
And who just gives himself a nickname like that? Other people have to nickname you. That's the whole point. You don't just get to decide one day that everyone's going to call you the Lizard King.
Or that, quote, you can do anything, when apparently you can't buy a rhyming dictionary.
Or keep your hands out of your pants.
Or understand the concept of too much information. Gee, whatever could he mean by backdoor man? I don't think I get it, Jim Morrison.
I don't think I care, Jim Morrison.
Shut up, Jim Morrison.
You too, Pam. Whatever your last name was.
Corson. Shut up, Pam Corson, even though you called yourself Pamela Morrison when you two never got married. Go on, it's okay.
Okay, shut up, Sarah, for knowing obscure factoids about Jim Morrison's girlfriend. Sorry.
No, I totally hear you. Shut up, self. Don't read books about Jim Morrison anymore. And shut up, author of that book.
Really, get a job.
I can't imagine spending that much time researching the subject and still basically not getting that he was a reasonably hot but usually drunk jackass with about as much poetic talent as Jewel.
Oh, another song I hate? Soul Kitchen.
Shut up. Wait, which one is that again?
The clock says it's time to close now.
Oh, that one. Shut up, clock.
He does rhyme alphabets and minarets in that one.
Minarets?
Yeah, shut up, Jim Morrison.
I have to rent the movie again. That shit is hilarious.
Oh, man, Kevin Dillon.
Strasbourg pinches a loaf.
It's not his fault, though. The whole movie is like Val Kilmer spazzing and everyone else looking concerned and high in response.
And Kyle MacLachlan devouring the scenery.
While being devoured in turn by that horrendous wig.
Oh, I know. There are at least 3 scenes where he turns his head and the wig doesn't move.
Shut up, Oliver Stone.
Oh, man.
He's not in the GBC, is he?
I don't think so. I think he'd suggest one 3-hour bike ride / vision quest, and the Baldwins would be like, that'll do, and chuck his bike into a ravine.
I think you're right.
And to tell you the truth, I don't think Morrison would last very long either.
I don't know. He could hang out with the beat poets.
That's true. And Ken Kesey.
Ken Kesey would have an awesome bike.
He would, and he'd ride it all around the country.
Okay, let's call this meeting to order. Where's Kesey? Omaha.
Again?
Not that they have meetings.
They have a fort, therefore they have meetings.
And if they have a fort and meetings, they must also have a talisman which they must hold in order to speak.
A U-lock?
A bike horn?
Yes.
Point of order. Quiet, please, Mr. Feldman. Mr. Haim has the horn.
Has anyone seen my teeth? Dawson!
Oh, God.
We might need 2 forts, though, because I don't think you want Limbaugh and Ted Kennedy sharing a hideout.
Ew, Limbaugh.
I know. Although I bet he'd come blustering in and make fun of Brian Wilson's bike hat, and the others would be like, dude, that isn't cool.
And they'd kick his ass.
No, they'd slather him in barbecue sauce, lock him in the fort with Lecter and Dawson, and let nature take its course.
Non-survival of the fattest.
Word. Shut up, Rush Limbaugh.
Forever. And by the way, you know how we said they'd have to let Bush in the GBC?
Yeah.
Fuck that. Kick his ass out.
Done.
No bike left behind, except yours.
The State of the Union is that you are not in it!
Yeah!
But I must once again bring up Jesus, because I really feel...
Dude, he's just not in the GBC. We've been over this, and no.
Yeah, but hear me out. Bush gets bounced. He makes that angry turtle face and starts pounding on the door and threatening to tell Rumsfeld to bomb the fort if they won't let him in.
Obviously.
Jesus is hanging out, eating a loaf and some fish. Trust me, there's a point to this. So, still nobody is letting Bush in, and finally Bush is all, Jesus, buddy, you in there? Tell him I'm cool. Tell him to let me in.
Oh, I see now.
So Vince Neil looks at Jesus like, well...
And Jesus goes, don't believe the hype, I don't hang with that guy.
Correct.
I love Jesus.
This I know, for the GBC tells me so.
Okay, he's in.
That's what I'm talking about.
But doesn't Jesus have better things to do?
You'd think, then you'd look at the election results.
Ugh, that's kind of what I mean. He seems pretty busy hating gays these days.
Oh, we can't blame Jesus for that. I bet he's under the bed, totally mortified that people are using his name to pull this shit down here. I died for this? God!
And God is tapping at his bedroom door all, Jesus, honey, are you okay in there? I heated up some bagel bites. Do you want some?
They're pepperoni, your favorite. Jesus?
Aw, our God is a snacky God.
That's what I choose to believe.
I wish he'd make me some bagel bites.
I wish he'd make me 4 dozen Democratic congresspeople and a martini.
I'll pray for you.
Someone better.